In 1976 New York, humanity's victory wasn't due to magic, but love. One man suddenly took a family of 6, claiming it was due to a mysterious force. He insisted he was wronged, so the church quickly called in the Warrens to get to the bottom of it. The Warrens used their paranormal skills to zoom back to the crime scene. What a magical duo. They even got a first-person view of him pulling off a shooting game on the parents and 2 boys. Then, he sent the little girl on a trip too, realizing something was wrong. Staring at the weapon in hand, he froze like a startled rabbit, unable to believe it was all his doing. While panicking over his artwork, he caught sight of a little boy in the hallway who turned into a mini tour guide, leading him to the basement. To his surprise, 4 souls were there, curiously staring at a mirror covered with a white cloth. The medium lifted the cloth and found a mysterious lady in a robe behind her. Clearly, this was the ghost nun's hush warning, even though she had seen countless spirits. This time, she jumped into her husband's arms, sobbing, "This ghost is way scarier than the rest." Just when they thought it was over, a year later, England decided to put on another paranormal show. A single mom moved into an old apartment with her 4 kids. Little did she know, the night held many surprises. 2 kids decided to play with the Ouija board, but despite their efforts, the spirits were radio silent. So they stuffed the props under the bed and prepared for a good night's sleep. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of a nightmare. One of them suddenly felt weightless in their sleep. Up and down they went, landing back in the living room. Noticing nothing odd around him, he shrugged it off while his sleepy big sister was awakened by knocking. Seeing the empty bed, the big sister thought the little one was locked outside, so she rushed to open the door, only to find nobody. Oteldo y cute micro plus or minus e mut e check power net sign s cyrillic 4 bb micro eteldo micro a cute sense times are cute time sharp s e ja a y thorm of j o circumflex parent. You know, they thought all the weird stuff tonight was just coincidence, she emphasized. But the story wasn't over yet. The next night, Big Sis got woken up by little sister sounding like she had a nightmare. She kept shouting, "Don't come near me," and to everyone's surprise, it was the big sister who got startled. No, who are you? Go away. What are you doing? Are you playing with Billy? Leave him alone. The big sister thought it was just sleep talk and ignored it, but little sister dashed to her side, yelling, "What are you doing? There's no one here." Just then, an elderly voice whispered in her ear. A chill ran down her spine. Bravely, she turned around but saw nothing. Meanwhile, the 4th brother encountered a spooky event too. While getting a drink, he saw the swing moving by itself. Not paying it any mind, he turned to go back to bed and accidentally kicked over a toy car. Back in bed, the toy car seemed to be spoiled by a spoiler, rolling itself back. She felt like there were eyes staring at her in the dark tent. However, in the very next instant, Mommy. What's going on? There's someone in my room. Mom jumped out of bed to check, reassuring her there was no one in the tent, telling her it was just a dream. But at that very moment, there emerged an eerie and unsettling strange noise coming from downstairs. Could someone really have broken in? Mom cautiously went downstairs, only to find it was little sister doing her grand performance. Little sister, when awakened, looked puzzled, insisting she was just sleepwalking. What a paranormal event. The next day, as big sister was comfortably watching TV in the living room, to her surprise, a mysterious roar silently changed the TV channel, and strangely enough, the remote had also gone missing. Through the screen, she saw an old lady sitting on the couch, but when she turned, there was no one there. To prevent another haunting, she tied herself to the bed, but as soon as she closed her eyes, she woke up on the floor. Just as she lay back down, she heard a loud, huge bang. With immense courage summoned, she opened the door to see what exactly this ghost was named. Once again, there was no one outside, just the shaking couch reminding her. She knew there was indeed a ghost in the house and quickly fled back, barricading the door with the chair. But just as she lay down, The door creaked open, and though no one was in sight, she trembled in fear. Hearing the sister scream, Mom rushed in, finding out there were guests in the room who even took a bite out of little sister. She scared little sister terribly. When she found the Ouija tools under the bed, she was furious. Realizing there was a serious issue, Mom quickly took the kids to seek refuge at their friend's house next door. After the police investigated, they reluctantly admitted the matter was beyond their capabilities and advised turning to the church for help. Little did they know, the media showed up quicker than the church, vying to capture this hot topic.